Yo, Cody, do you hear me? I don't think he's... Gotcha. Alright. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Seminole Ridge High School welcomes you to Calorie Judge Stadium for the varsity football matchup between the Seminole Ridge Hawks and the Pahokee Blue Devils. I'm Mason Contessa.
And I'm Nick Reddick, and we'll be your commentators for this evening's game.
Let's meet the Blue Devils, who are the visitors on the scoreboard. They're coming into tonight with a record of 2 wins and 0 losses. The Blue Devils are coached by head coach Carlos Lamons. Now for the Seminole Ridge Hawks, the home team on the scoreboard, they're coming into tonight with a record of 0-1. They are coached by Chad Shafalo.
Wait, guys, I don't want to drop this freaking mic. We have tape. I mean, let me stop crossing. Just, you rip it.
Xavier Mitchell with the quarterback carry, taking it across midfield, going down to the 49-yard line. Coming up second at about a yard for the Blue Devils.
Yo.
And we apologize for technical difficulties. We do have a camera back up. Right now we have the Blue Devils with the ball facing a 2nd and short. Quarterback Xavier Mitchell takes the snap and hands off to the running back. Plenty of room up the middle to pick up the first down. Takes it down to the Seminole Ridge 40-yard line.
And it was Samuel Arnold on the carry, getting them the first down.
Where did Bradley go? Yo, wait, hold this.
Mitchell takes the snap, looking to throw right side. Quick pass, he's caught around the 20-yard line. And he fights his way all the way to the end zone. The ball does come out.
Can this dude stab it?
Mitchell's pass complete to Tristan Good, taking it all the way in for a Pahokee touchdown.
Already?
Looks like the drop didn't matter, and he got through for a touchdown. Pahokee with the first 6 points.
try to make it a little.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, just like a bunch of stuff on the camera right now.
Now number 48, Jordan Roman will attempt the PAT.
It's good and gets Pahokee to 7 points.
We're not even gonna be able to use it.
So a perfect opening drive for the Blue Devils. They march right down the field in just 3 minutes and score the first 7 points of the game.
Seminole Ridge on the attack now, and let's look at some of the key players. First, we have Rashid Lamar starting at wide receiver today, who leads the team in yards after the catch. They're going to be really wanting to get him the ball today. We have Luna Shizaki starting at running back, who leads the team in rushing yards, who will be crucial on the handoff. We have Kalen Argue with his second career start at quarterback, and he'll have a lot to prove tonight, showing that he deserves to be QB1. We have Mason Critchula with his debut at wide receiver. He'll be wanting to get some minutes and really show what he can do out there. And we have Tristan Adebo, who leads the team in targets and receiving touchdowns, and will be crucial for Seminole Ridge.
Like a key or something? The tape is not.
Pahokee kicking off now.
So we had to I had to use my freaking bracelet.
And that kick will go out of bounds.
Pahokee's kickoff goes out of bounds.
Wait, give it to me through here for hold this mic. Let me see if I can. This should not hold.
And we didn't get a chance to show you earlier because of the technical difficulties. But here are some of the key players for Pahokee. Starting off with defensive tackle CJ Embry, second on the team with 17 tackles, 6 of which are for loss, including 4 sacks, which is the most on the team. We have running back Samuel Arnold, a complete workhorse for this offense. Second in the team in receiving yards with 75 a game, plus 149 rushing yards per game. Absolute star player for this team. And we have wide receiver Kamari Foreman, leads the team with 79 receiving yards per game. Defensive tackle Antonio Simpson leading the team with 20 tackles, 16 of which were solo, only assisted on 4 of them. And then the quarterback, Xavier Mitchell, a stellar start to the season for him. 75% completion percentage and 279 yards per game, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception over his first 2 games of the season. All right, Kalen Argue taking the snap here on second down. And a pre-snap penalty. Looks like some movement against the Hawks. I'll back them up 5 yards.
So it's going to go as a false start against Seminole Ridge. They're going to back them up 5 to bring up 2nd and 14.
And we apologize for some more technical difficulties, but cameras in the rain do not mix well.
Bring up 3rd and 16.
The Hawks did just grab a short pickup on 2nd and long. Now it'll be 3rd and 16 for them. On the 3rd and long, the Hawks have a 4 wide receiver set.
Just tape it. It keeps cutting it out.
Kalen Argue takes a snap, looking left side for Rashid Lamar. The short pass is caught. Minimal pickup on the play there, and that'll bring up a 4th and long.
Argue pass complete to Lamar.
That'll bring on the Seminole Ridge bunting team.
I don't care about. It's going to be a gain of about 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 14 for the Hawks.
And while we wait for our technical difficulties to resolve, we'll highlight the performance of the Pahokee quarterback, Xavier Mitchell, in his last game. Absolutely stellar. 263 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 72% completion percentage. Plus he added 75 yards using his own legs. So a dual threat quarterback for sure. And also the running back, Samuel Arnold. We mentioned earlier he's a total workhorse for this offense. Last week carried the ball 18 times for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, averaging 8.3 yards per carry. Absolutely stellar.
They're going to back him up to the 32-yard line.
It's just
Take over that first and 10.
they haven't connected out once.
Seminole Ridge back on defense, looking to stop the Pahokee offense that moved so swiftly on their first drive.
We'll see just how many plays it'll take him this time, or if the Seminole Ridge defense can stop him.
Samuel Arnold taking that one all the way down for another Blue Devils touchdown. Pahokee's conversion is good. Going to give them 14.
So apparently Pahokee had a one-play drive just then, scored another touchdown, and the PAT was good. So now the Blue Devils leading 14-0 just 5 minutes into this first quarter of play. We just talked about how electric this quarterback and running back duo have been. Completely unstoppable last week against Cypress Lake, excuse me. And we're seeing more of that here tonight.
Pahokee's kickoff does go out of bounds.
And the kickoff from Pahokee goes out of bounds once again. So the Hawks will have some solid starting field position.
They'll bring the ball out to the 35-yard line. Seminole Ridge will have it there, first and 10.
Seminole Ridge will start their attack from the 35-yard line.
And so far, this is very similar to what we saw out of the Hawks in the Glades Central game. Gave up a lot of points early, but then found their footing and gave up just 3 points in the second half against Glades Central. Now on the first play of the drive here, a handoff to running back Liam Ishizaki. Goes for about 9 yards. That'll bring up a second down.
About an 8-yard gain on the play, taking it out to the 43-yard line. They'll bring up second and 2.
Second and 2 for Seminole Ridge.
And that 8-yard rushing play is actually longer than any rushing play they had last week against Glade Central. So Seminole Ridge offense already looking better. Now on second and short, the Hawks hand off right back to Liam Ishizaki. Trying to power forward. Stood up very close to the line.
Seminole Ridge looks like he took it across the line again, and will be good
And it looks like he made it for a Seminole Ridge first down.
And we do have the officials timeout in the field for the water break.
And now we will have our first timeout of the game. Both teams will talk it over for a bit. See the Hawks already running a lot of 3 and 4 wide receiver sets. Deuce Howard, Rasheed Lamar, and Mason Critchell have been on the field for every play so far. And we saw Tryon Adebo on the field for a couple plays, so they are running the ball, but they are being a little discreet about it, showing a lot of wide receivers on the field.
And Lee Mishizaki proving just how crucial it can be, single-handedly getting them the first down.
On 1st and 10 now, they send Rasheed Lamar in motion, and he gets the handoff. As we mentioned earlier, he leads the team in yards after catch. He is their short pass guy, taking the jet sweep there, but barely making it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 still for the Hawks.
The 2nd and 10 play, Argue takes a snap, looking to throw right side. A jumping grab by wide receiver Sean Lee Albert.
Great catch and great yardage for Seminole Ridge.
That will get the Hawks down to the 49-yard line. Now a very manageable 3rd and medium.
Third and 5 for Seminole Ridge.
Now a handoff to Liam Mishizaki up the middle, stiff-arming one man and powering his way forward. Very close to the line to gain. Let's see what the refs rule.
Looks like you're going to spot it just short of the line to gain.
Lee Mishizaki pushed but was just short of the first down. It looks like Seminole Ridge are going to go for it.
In that wing T formation, and they fumble the snap. Kalen Argue falls on it, but it doesn't matter, as that is a turnover on downs.
Here the Blue Devils.
Pahokee will now get the ball on offense at the 50-yard line.
All right, Pahokee offense ready to go. Handoff to Arnold now. Looking left side, powering forward. He will not be brought down.
And it looks like Arnold will be just short of the first down.
Brought down right around the 45-yard line, about a 9-yard gain. Then bring up 2nd and 1.
Pahokee at the 45-yard line.
Pahokee on the second and short now. Mitchell takes a snap, looking to pass to the right side. And it's intercepted by the Hawks. Deuce Howard running down the sideline. He's going to take it all the way for a pick six.
Seminole Ridge with the touchdown. Amazing comeback for them, and this will be very important for them in this game.
Deuce Howard with an amazing read on the right side, jumping that ball and taking it 75 yards to the house to get the Seminole Ridge Hawks on the board.
Seminole Ridge managed to open up this team and show that they have some fight in them.
The Hawks were able to get an interception in their first game. Edwin Presna, that was able to shift the momentum back to them for a little bit. Let's see if that interception tonight can have the same effect for the Seminole Ridge Hawks.
And it's good in the conversion from Holowecki.
So now a 7-point game with 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Only 2 plays so far from the Pahokee offense. On their last drive, this one, not as well. We'll see if they can find their groove again.
And the air in the stadium immediately lighter after that big play by Deuce Howard, showing the crowd that Seminole Ridge will put up a fight tonight.
This kickoff should end up somewhere down on Southern Boulevard.
And Holowecki with a kickoff. It's gonna go for a touchback. Pahokee will start from the 25-yard line.
Now the quarterback for Pahokee takes the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure, he's going to take it himself. And he's able to make his way forward for a couple yards before being brought down by a group of Hawks.
Mitchell with the quarterback keeper, about a 4-yard gain on the line, 2 seconds, 6 for the Blue Devils.
And it's second and long for Pahokee.
Mitchell taking a snap. Fake handoff to Arnold. Now he's going to keep it himself. He's got tons of room on the left side. Shedding a defender and running out of bounds. But a huge pickup there on the quarterback keeper.
Amazing run by Mitchell. And it looks like he'll be stepped out of bounds at about the 30. This holding call will release that play. Huge disappointment for Xavier Mitchell.
So even though that play was wiped off with the holding call, not surprising that we see Mitchell using his legs. He's racked up 101 rushing yards in just the first 2 games as a quarterback. So not afraid to use his legs, but he'll use his arm now with a quick pass to the right side that is dropped by his receiver, Corian Davis.
Just could not seem to keep the ball in.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hawks.
And Foreman snags the ball. Great stalling by Mitchell, and way to find his man.
A nice reception for the Blue Devils. Taking it out across the line again. It's going to be good for a Pahokee first down. They're going to spot it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
So that completion will give Pahokee a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st and 10, they hand it off to their running back, and he'll get swallowed up fairly quickly by linebacker Hayden Klingensmith.
Carry about a 2-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Looks like 2nd and 8 for Pahokee.
It's going to go as an offsides against Seminole Ridge. They're going to walk off 5.
And a penalty against Seminole Ridge will move the Pahokee forward 5 yards.
2nd and 3rd now.
Now on the 2nd and short for Pahokee, a handoff to Arnold. And of course he runs right up the middle. They cannot bring him down. Arnold breaks free all the way. Brought down by the caller.
Arnold with the carry, taking it all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And that would have been a touchdown, but another holding call against Pahokee erases a huge running play.
Arnold did really well to find the pocket there and make it to the end zone. A shame for him to get called back like that.
So the Hawks defense definitely been on its toes here early on. Already given up 14 points, but they've gotten bailed out twice. Huge running plays by both the running back and the quarterback that got called back by self-inflicted mistakes from Pahokee. Let's see what Pahokee can do here on the 2nd and long. Mitchell looking at throw, stepping up in the pocket, and he'll check it down to his man Foreman, but it goes incomplete to bring up 3rd down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Pahokee Blue Devils 14 and Seminole Ridge Hawks 7.
So a one-score game here as the Blue Devils lead the Hawks 14-7.
Stroke of luck for the Hawks defense as the calls keep Pahokee from really big plays. Keeping Seminole Ridge in this game. Let's see what they can do.
And as we wait for the second quarter to get underway, let me throw a quick trivia question your way for all you NFL fans out there. Who is the only NFL player to win Super Bowl MVP while on the losing team? And we'll get you the answer in a few.
And we're at the start of the second quarter. Mitchell has the ball. He's running.
Went under heavy blitz, but was able to evade it on the left side. Huge run down to the Seminole Ridge 40, but a flag does fly. We'll see if that one is also against Pahokee. And it looks like that will be an unnecessary roughness penalty against Seminole Ridge. So that will tack an extra 15 yards onto that massive gain. Just one play in the second quarter, and Pahokee is already deep into Seminole Ridge territory.
First and 10 for Pahokee on their opponent's 30-yard line. Good and tried to get through there, but immediately brought down by the Seminole Ridge defense.
On second and long now. Mitchell looking to throw under heavy rush, and he's sacked.
And sacked by Gio Quintas.
That would be 2 plays in a row that Seminole Ridge has gotten heavy pressure on the quarterback. That time they do not allow him to escape and bring him down for the sack.
Looks like about 3rd and 15 for Pahokee. They're going to have a lot to make up here.
On the 3rd and long now. Pahokee hands off up the middle. Fighting forward for extra yards. He's pulling a couple Seminole Ridge players with him.
Gets good yardage, but there is a flag.
That was the backup running back Tristan Gooden on the carry. Let's see what the call is. A face mask call against the Seminole Ridge Hawks. So they brought the running back down short of the first. That would have brought up a 4th and medium. But the face mask penalty gives Pahokee a fresh set of downs deep in Seminole territory. First and 10 from the red zone. Handoff to Arnold. Tries to go left. Tries to cut back inside. Ends up cutting back out to the left. Fighting his way forward. Eventually slipping on the wet grass. Just short of the touchdown. First and goal now for the Blue Devils.
Amazing fighting by Arnold. It looked like he was going down like 4 yards earlier, but he made it through.
And the Blue Devils trying to go quick there. Seminole Ridge players were still trying to run off the field when they hiked the ball. Coach Chief claims he was trying to call a timeout. Let's see what the refs decide here. And they will grant them the timeout, so Seminole Ridge will not be penalized.
Disappointing for Arnold and Pahokee there, but let's see if they can do the same when we come back.
So during this timeout, I will give you the answer to the trivia question from earlier. Who is the only NFL player to win Super Bowl MVP while on the losing team? If you said Chuck Howley, you are correct. So,
Pat on the back for that answer.
So it did pour here at the stadium earlier. The wet field usually will change how a team attacks the defense, but the Pahokee Blue Devils are such a versatile offense. They pass the ball just as much as they run it, so no different for them here tonight. Now lining up on the first and goal from the one, handoff to Arnold. Met quickly by Caleb Backadall, trying to fight forward, but it looks like he will not get there. The Seminole Ridge defense holds strong on first and goal.
Second and goal for Pahokee.
Now again, the handoff to Arnold, charging forward with a full head of steam.
Did it make?
And that time, the Hawks not able to hold him down. Pahokee Blue Devils punch it in for their third touchdown of the night. Arnold having himself yet another amazing game.
And finishing the job that he started.
Now the PAT perfectly through the uprights. It is now a 21-7 game.
And looks like Seminole Ridge will be fighting another uphill battle. Roman with the kickoff. And Seminole Ridge will start from about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
So this Pahokee offense, honestly looking exactly how we thought it would. They put up 40 points in their last game. As we mentioned earlier, that versatile run-pass attack in full effect here early. Let's see how the Seminole Ridge Hawks can answer. With Kalen Argue taking the snap, handing off up the middle. Running back dragging defenders, powering his way forward for about an extra 4 yards than what he should have gotten. That will bring up a 2nd and manageable.
And 2nd and 4 from Seminole Ridge from that impressive push.
Hawks put a man in motion. That's Rasheed Lamar. He is their jet sweep guy, but they don't hand it to him now. Try to run it up the middle again. This time goes nowhere.
Not quite the push they had last time. Not much yardage to show for it.
And in the Hawks' last game, the only running back to handle a carry was Liam Ishizaki. Now Carter Smith seems to be handling the running back duties on this drive. Wonder if they're trying something new or if maybe Liam Ishizaki is dealing with an injury on the sideline. Now on 3rd and medium. Argue takes a snap. Heavy pressure, but stepping up in the pocket. And he gets wrapped up. Number 51 got to him first. Brought down well short of the 1st down. Now bring up 4th down.
Seminole Ridge are forced to punt. They need some ideas fast.
No.
Holowecki handling the punt, and that is a very nice punt. The Blue Devils will fair catch it around their own 20-yard line. So nice punt there by Holowecki. And now the Blue Devils will have a chance to extend their lead and potentially go up by 3 touchdowns.
The Seminole Ridge defense have a lot of work to do if they want to stay in this game.
And the Seminole Ridge offense off to a bit of a slow start. The same thing happened last game against Glade Central. The quarterback, Kalen Argue, only managed to throw for 40 yards through the first 3 quarters. But then in the 4th quarter, he was lights out, went 5 for 5 passing for 56 yards and a touchdown. 2 touchdowns, actually, 1 passing and 1 with his legs. So Seminole Ridge offense has a tendency to start slow, but they have shown they can pick it up down the stretch.
Bring it up.
And it seems like the potential of Liam Ishizaki's injury might be true, as he's seen out of uniform on the sidelines, leading to the replacement running back needing to step it up in his shoes.
See Ishizaki shirtless on the sideline. He is slowly moving his extremities around, almost like he's trying to test his shoulder. We can only wonder what might have happened, but that would be a huge loss for the Hawks, as they're already down 1 running back, Ryan Doherty. He had an almost season-ending injury. He has hopes to return possibly in the last 1 or 2 weeks of the season. So losing both Doherty and Ishizaki could be a huge blow for the Seminole Ridge offense that focuses so much on the run.
And a run play blown up in the backfield.
Great rally to the ball there by the Hawks. Minimum gain there. Excuse me, actually negative gain there for Pahokee. That'll bring up a 2nd and long.
Loss of 3 on the play. Start at 2nd and 13.
And now the quarterback taking it himself again, shedding off a couple defenders. Seminole Ridge Hawks almost never able to bring him down with the first man that gets to him. He has been shown extreme elusiveness.
A pull of the shirt was not enough to take Mitchell down, and that'll get them some yardage.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Hawks. Excuse me, for the Blue Devils. And the ball went out of frame there, but it looks like it was a pass breakup by the Hawks. An incomplete pass will bring up a 4th and short for the Blue Devils.
Great coverage by the Seminole Ridge defense and could prove crucial in this game.
Seminole Ridge would like to thank their Hawk Nation sponsors: Timeline Video Productions, Blade and Grove Tractor Supply, K&B Maintenance Services, Westlake Orthodontics, Dental Care at Seminole Ridge.
And while we wait for the timeout to end, this game is sponsored by the Florida High School Activities Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization made up of more than 660 middle, junior, and senior high schools, which establishes the regulations governing interscholastic athletic competition in Florida. These regulations ensure that high school students in our state can compete against each other on a fair and equitable basis. The Florida High School Activities Association, providing educational athletic activities through which Florida students learn by doing.
And Pahokee get their punting team ready.
And the Blue Devils do punt it away. Looks like that punt went out of bounds around the 40-yard line. So the Hawks will have some decent starting field position.
Let's see if the Seminole Ridge offense can pull through for some points. Although they do have 7 on the board, that was from a defensive interception.
So as we mentioned, Liam Mishizaki is out of the game. Looks like number 36, Carter Smith, will handle the running back duties. Could potentially see Dylan Johnson get some carries. But it is Carter Smith here on the first one. Some space up the middle. Hard contact, but falls forward right at the line to gain. Let's see where they spot it. And that will be enough for a Hawks first down.
Great push by Carter Smith to get that Seminole Ridge first down.
And the Hawks going quick here. Another handoff right back to Smith. Tearing his way up the middle. Only about half the gain there, but still a very nice pickup on first down.
Seminole Ridge look to be about 2nd and 5.
Kalen Argue with a quick pass left side to Adebo, slipping on the grass. Able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Minimal yardage for Seminole Ridge. Third and short.
Hawks will have the ball at the 45-yard line on 3rd and 4. Looked like Adebo had some room to maneuver there, but this wet turf too much for those cleats to handle. The Hawks with 4 receivers out wide, and they hand it off up the middle to Carter again. Tons of running room up the middle for him.
Did a great job to find that pocket and get the first down conversion. Huge play for Seminole Ridge.
2 first down runs here for Carter Smith, making the most of his opportunity to be the starting running back here tonight.
We'll start at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Now the Hawks hand it off once again. Carter Smith taking that carry once again.
He's proven to be clinical, getting more decent yardage, about 2nd and 5.
And now another handoff to Smith. The Hawks fully prepared to ride the hot hand here. That will bring up a 3rd and medium. Carter Smith now getting subbed off, finally going to be able to get a breather.
A great shift from him.
And now a direct snap to the fullback, charging up the middle.
First down is made, and the opportunity for points before the half is up there.
There is a timeout with 1 minute and 7 remaining. Hawks hoping to cut the lead to 7. And Pahokee received the ball first, so if the Hawks are able to punch it in here, they will get the ball to start the second half. That could be a huge momentum swing that the Hawks certainly need. Argue taking the snap, looking to throw finally. And he's hit. And the ball pops loose. But his own lineman is able to fall on it. Good job by Mario Fernandez there to fall on and prevent the turnover. However, the Hawks are going to have to hurry up now as the clock is running.
Second and long for the Hawks. They have a lot to make up here.
Oh. Argue looking to pass again, getting under heavy rush, throws one up. Dangerous throw there. Almost intercepted by Tristan Gooden. Luckily, it does fall to the ground and stops the clock.
A big third down here for the Hawks.
In that play before, Kalen Argue had the ball fall out of his hands. Has been a bit of an issue for him. He lost a fumble in their first game, lost a fumble earlier tonight, and now almost another one there. And then on the third and long, the Hawks elect to just run it. Looks like the ball might have popped out. Pahokee thinks that they got it. Seminole Ridge thinks they got it. And the ref is signaling for Pahokee. Now the other ref overrules him and holds up the fourth down signal. So they will rule it as a recovery for the Hawks, bringing up a fourth and very long. And Seminole Ridge will use another timeout to draw up a play here for this long fourth down conversion, with just 21 seconds remaining in the half. And now on fourth and long, the Hawks will go for a field goal here with Holowecki.
A 50-yard field goal attempt for Holowecki.
Certainly not a chip shot. And that one is perfectly through the uprights. A booming kick for Holowecki.
Picking up crucial points before the half.
Excellent job there. 50-yard field goals, something you do not see very often in high school football. And that is the longest kick of this sophomore's young career. Comes in a big spot to get the Hawks to double-digit points, carrying a little bit of momentum now into halftime that they will hope to carry out on their first offensive possession of the third quarter. And some credit to the offensive line on that drive, creating massive gaps up the middle for their running back to run. That offensive line has been plagued by injuries, but they're able to do a great job there, get some crucial points.
A little bit of confusion there. There was an offsides against Pahokee. It's a dead ball foul. The kick did not count, so we're going to do it again.
And it looks like they called a penalty on the field goal kick, so that 50-yarder will not count. And now this attempt will count, and it is blocked by Pahokee.
Huge shame for Seminole Ridge and Holowecki there.
What a swing of momentum there. Hawks had a huge play with that 50-yard field goal, hoping to go into halftime feeling good, but now Pahokee will end the first half with a blocked field goal. Still up 21-7, just very unfortunate there for the Hawks. And the penalty actually moved the Hawks 5 yards closer. So it was a penalty against Pahokee. Interesting that the refs did not allow Seminole Ridge to decline the penalty.
Something I'm sure Coach Sheffalo would not be happy about.
Coach Locker clearly very on edge on the sideline. Certainly unhappy with what just transpired.
And you can't really blame him.
Especially in a game where Pahokee has clearly been the stronger team up to this point. Something like that field goal would have been a huge win for Seminole Ridge. Just unfortunate. And now Pahokee has shown the ability to score touchdowns with just one play. It'd be interesting to see if they could put something together here with just 7 seconds remaining. Quarterback with plenty of time, heaving one down to the end zone. And it is knocked away, incomplete. Great coverage there by the Hawks secondary not to allow a last-minute touchdown.
One second left on the clock, giving Pahokee the opportunity for one more play in this half.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I didn't plan on it. What did you say to do at kick?
And on the last play of the half,
we do have a flag on the flag.
Ball is knocked out and recovered by Christopher Shake Nixon, but it looks like it will not count.
No. I had Chase loosen it up. It should be like look at me. I'm gonna try and make it smoothly real quick. Tell me if that's
And now halftime. Stay tuned for our band halftime performance.
Blue Devils 21, Hawks 7.
Chris Shake Nixon very upset that he was not able to make something big out of that play. So we'll head to halftime with the Blue Devils leading 21-7. As mentioned, don't go anywhere. We will have the band performance very soon.
Thank you, Christ Fellowship.
how's that? No, it is relatively light. I'm not zooming in anything yet. Center my camera, so like straight.
And before we take a break for halftime, we'll leave you with another trivia question to think about during the break. So in 2018, there was a game that ended 54-51. In 2018, two powerhouse teams played a game with a final score of 54-51. Who were the two teams? All right, we'll take a break as the band gets sets up. Enjoy the performance.
Whatever. All right, that's good. Okay. How do I lock it down? Just like don't touch it. Is that what you mean? All right. I got you. That's good. I don't need to pin it down. I'm sorry, you talk really quick, Mason. You sound like a fucking narrator. Oh. Wait. Oh. Yeah. Mason's the sophomore, or senior. Yeah. I got you. Okay. Just let me know if you ever need me to move the camera. I will move it. Yeah, I got you. You want me to go down any bit, or is that good? No? There you go. Good? Alright.
about a nice hand for the Seminole Ridge Band?
You mean to do anything or just stay here for the other band? Yeah.
The lights in the northeast corner are out. They were damaged by the storm, so they are working to get them fixed. Hopefully by the next game we'll have lights over there.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What? I assume you want me to recenter if they are not in my square. What's up? Oh, shit. I said I assume you want me to recenter if they are not where the center currently is. Okay, well, it's... I'm switching to pictures. Run down the road what I was supposed to look at. So, you got to get the band. Nathan will tell you. But you just got to get the band to make sure you're on center. Hold the tripod so it doesn't vibrate because people walking up the stairs hit the stairs really hard.
fans. How about a nice hand for the Pahokee band? They're sounding great out there. Nice job.
All right, both bands have finished their performances. We have just over a minute remaining until the end of halftime.
I'm sure there's been discussions from both teams' coaches on how to maintain a lead or take one. We'll see what they do in the second half.
So for Pahokee, second half strategy, more likely to not, keep doing what you've been doing. You know, been working great except for one mistake. Quarterback threw an interception. They got returned for a pick six. Other than that, the defense has not given up any points to the Seminole Ridge offense. And they've scored 3 touchdowns of their own. As we mentioned earlier, that running back Samuel Arnold, just unstoppable, averaging over 200 total yards per game, doing more of what this team expects from him at this point. The Hawks have to find a way to slow him down if they want a chance to pull out a victory here. Meanwhile, the Hawks offense has to figure out how to navigate without starting running back Liam Ishizaki. They have not gotten the ball into Rasheed Lamar's hands nearly as much as they would like. Also, Triton Adebo was the only receiver to catch a touchdown in their first game. Have not been able to get him very involved. Certainly, if they do choose to throw the ball, should be looking his way as well.
Something not yet discussed yet is the Pahokee defense ability to cover the receivers of Seminole Ridge. Clearly, they haven't been able to get much of the ball, and Pahokee is doing well there.
And for our NFL fans, first game of the 2025 season is currently underway. Cowboys and Eagles are tied 7-7 with 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And now the answer to our trivia question from earlier. We asked you, in 2018, there was a game with an incredible high score of 54-51. And we asked which two teams were involved. The answer was the Rams and the Chiefs. The Rams came out on top 54-51 over Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's really an unforgettable NFL game. Now, as we get ready for the second half to start, something interesting about the Pahokee team is they carry a lot fewer guys on their roster than most teams would. A lot of guys on their offense have to play both sides of the ball. Wide receivers playing cornerback, offensive linemen playing defensive linemen as well. But these guys are fully prepared for that, able to keep themselves at 100% despite playing twice the downs of the average player.
Their stamina and versatility is quite admirable.
And Pahokee doesn't even assign specific positions to a lot of their players. You got Uzaris Boswell listed as just athlete, Tristan Gooden, Zachary Mitchell, DeCorian Jones, Corian Davis, Mari Singleton, Johan Grantley. All these guys listed as athletes because they are so versatile that they play both sides of the ball and multiple positions on each side. So a very versatile group of guys that Pahokee has on their team.
All right, our TV timeout is almost over. We're going to get ready to start the third quarter. With the score, Blue Devils 21, Hawks 7.
Christian.
And Jordan Roman kicks off the second half for Pahokee.
And now a huge return on the kickoff by Donovan Mays. Donovan Mays had a big kick return in their game last week. He's proven to be their best return man. He will
Do not be fooled by his size. He can certainly move.
And he will set the Hawks up at the 45-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Looks like that is going to go as a dead ball foul against Seminole Ridge.
And there was a flag against Seminole Ridge on the return, so that will back them up to their own 40-yard line. The Hawks just can't seem to catch a break. Penalties plaguing them. But still some good starting field position at their own 40-yard line. Now the start of this second half, handoff up the middle, met quickly behind the line to gain, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to go as a face mask penalty against the Blue Devils.
And a 15-yard penalty against the Blue Devils, giving Seminole Ridge their previous lost yardage from their penalty.
After the penalty, they're going to take it across midfield, spotted down to 46-yard line. Seminole Ridge will have the ball there. First and 10.
And first and 10 at the 46-yard line, Seminole Ridge will attack.
Seminole Ridge with Rasheed Lamar, Deuce Howard, and Josh Milarchik at wide receiver. And it's now a fake handoff to Smith and a handoff to Rasheed Lamar in the jet sweep. He is brought down almost 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up almost a 2nd and 19.
Bring up 2nd and 18.
Kalen under heavy pressure, shedding one man. But the onslaught is too strong. He gets brought down by number 55, CJ Embry, one of the key players that we said to look out for. That is the Blue Devils sack leader, getting another one there.
Third and very long for Seminole Ridge. They're going to have to do something magical on this third down.
Let's go!
And now Kalen Argue trying to...
Blue Devils with the interception.
Kalen Argue was under heavy pressure.
46-yard line.
Made a poor decision there, just trying to get rid of the ball. And it is picked off by Pahokee. Looked like that might have been number 21, Ricky Gary, on the interception.
Pahokee in dangerous territory now as they approach the end zone at about the halfway mark.
And now the first play to drive, handoff to Arnold. And he is wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage. One of the few times that the Hawks have been able to bring him down quickly. So a 2nd and 10 now for the Blue Devils.
2nd and 9.
And as we mentioned, a lot of these guys on Pahokee having to play both sides of the ball. There's number 55, CJ Embry, who came up with the big sack on the last drive, playing left tackle for the Blue Devils. As now, on the 2nd and long, quarterback Xavier Mitchell finds tons of open room in the middle of the field, running forward for the easy first down.
Right at the 40-yard line. Gonna be good for
Mitchell
first down
slides into the
for the Blue
39-yard
Devils.
line.
And now the handoff to Arnold again. Seminole Ridge all over him once again. Looks like Chris Shake Nixon might have been one of the first to get there. No gain on the rush.
Arnold has been locked down a lot more in the second half. Put a lot more focus on him, and we stay at 2nd and 10.
Mitchell taking a snap on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Nothing open downfield, but he's got plenty of time. Throwing one right side, and it's caught. Caught by his leading receiver, Kamari Foreman. Just shy of the first down marker. Great protection there by the Blue Devils offensive line. Mitchell was able to dance around back there for a decent amount of time, but it looks like his extra time may have been a result of a holding call, as Pahokee will be docked 10 yards for holding. So that'll bring up about a 2nd and 20 instead of the 3rd and 1.
Hey, Pahokee fans, how about a nice hand for your cheerleaders? We hear them all the way up here in the booth. Nice job over there.
Mitchell taking a snap under some heavy rush, but evades it, flicking one to the right side. Unable to connect with Foreman.
Mitchell and Foreman just not on the same page there. And Foreman falls, leading to an incompletion.
Yes, Foreman has been much quieter tonight than we are used to. But partly because of how effective Arnold has been. So it is 4th down, and they will punt. It's a fake punt. And not sure what happened there because it was out of frame. But it looks like Pahokee tried to fake a punt. It does not work out, falls incomplete. And now the Hawks will take over with a chance to cut into this lead.
Pretty bold from Pahokee, given their lead, to give up the ball just like that when they don't necessarily need a point that desperately.
So the Hawks looking to gain some momentum here. And now the hand up to middle. It looks like that is Liam Ishizaki back in the game. Ishizaki was on the sideline with an injury for quite some time. His first play back in the game is a big run up the middle, and now the Hawks are trying to go quick. Now they give it right back to Liam Ishizaki, trying to shed some defenders. Could not get away from Ashton Walker. Brought down after a minimal pickup for 2nd and long.
And Liam Ishizaki back like he never left. An impressive run, getting Seminole Ridge closer and closer to that end zone.
Now Rashid Lamar in motion. The handoff to Ishizaki up the middle. He's got some more space. And he is brought down after a solid pickup on 2nd down. The Hawks looking to go quick again.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 3.
And now they go right back to Liam Ishizaki. Nowhere for him to go that time. And now Ishizaki clearly in pain on the ground. He's going to run straight to the sideline. Whatever injury was bothering him before definitely has not gone away.
Ishizaki puts in a great shift, and now the Seminole Ridge kick team comes on.
Looks like Seminole Ridge will be trying a 45-yard field goal.
So Owen Holowecki made the 50-yarder earlier. That did not count. Got his 45-yarder blocked. And now another 45-yarder 10, and it's blocked again. That Seminole Ridge front cannot stop the Pahokee front from charging in. Senior receiver Josh Malarchik is livid on the sideline. Cannot believe they allowed that to happen again. Very understandable. As the Hawks come up empty once again on a solid chance to score points. It's a shame because we know that Holowecki has that range. He can hit those kicks with relative ease. That's how good of a kicker he is. But he can't do anything if that line does not give him time to actually kick the ball.
Seminole Ridge showing they're able to get up the field, but can't quite make it in that end zone. And that's just not going to cut it in this game.
Lily Stahl. Carrie Didio. Sailor Ruiz.
At this point in the game, the Hawks will no longer be happy to settle for a field goal. They have to cut into this deficit. They will not be able to hold down the Pahokee offense for much longer. From what we've seen, Pahokee offense has been moving very nicely. Defensive coordinator Coach Locker being very animated on the sideline. He knows that this is an important drive for the defense. As Pahokee likes to run it on the first play, Seminole Ridge swallows up Arnold yet again. Arnold pretty much ran all over the Hawks in the first half, but they have held him to about 7 yards on 4 carries here in the third quarter.
And East Pueblo. Alyssa Taylor. Abby Rhymes. And Sierra Stillwagon. Ava Moreno.
And now a fumbled snap. Quarterback makes a quick throw over the middle. And the receiver is blown up by Sebastian Lewis. But he does make the catch and pick up some solid yardage there.
Good composure by Mitchell to pick up that fumbled snap and get the completed pass.
And great job by Tristan Gooden to hold on to the ball through the contact and pick up the first down. Mitchell taking the snap, handing off to Arnold again, and he is wrapped up almost immediately. A quick rally by the Hawks.
Caleb Backadall with an amazing lockdown of Arnold, preventing him from getting any good yardage. Great for the Hawks.
And the Seminole Ridge defense has been night and day from the first half to the second half with how they're shutting down this run offense. Very encouraging for them as the Blue Devils face a 2nd and 9. Now Mitchell trying to take the snap, but he fumbles it, goes over his head.
Pahokee with a little trouble with the snap. Good ball going all the way back near the 30-yard line. Spotted at the 31-yard line.
Could not quite see what happened there, but looks like the quarterback was able to fall on it. So a huge loss for the Blue Devils, but at least not a turnover.
Going to bring up 3rd and about 28.
The snap just played way too hard for Mitchell. Unable to grab it. Does well to fall on it, though, and keep them in this possession.
Now, a 3rd and 28 for the Blue Devils. Mitchell looking to pass deep. Gets rid of one over the middle, just out of reach of his receiver, Foreman. That'll bring up a 4th and 28. And almost certainly a punt coming for the Blue Devils.
That was just a great performance by the Seminole Ridge defense. And their offense needs to put in a similar shift if they're going to get back in this game.
Punt now by Roman. And the Hawks almost able to block a punt of their own. And it looks like that was a muffed punt return. A muffed punt by the Hawks gives Pahokee the ball right back at the Seminole 34-yard line.
A big shame for the Seminoles defense to put in such a good performance to get the ball, to force Pahokee to punt. Quite the shame for them.
Well, we'll see if the Hawks can hold strong again despite that demoralizing muffed punt. And now a handoff to the running back right up the middle. No defenders even lay a finger on him.
And Arnold showing the fans why he is one to watch with an amazing touchdown, putting it at 27-7.
What a turn of events there. Hawks thinks they get a strong defensive stop, getting the ball back, chance to cut into this lead. A muffed punt and then one play, and the Blue Devils make them pay for it as that PAT is no good. So the score will stay 27-7.
And we'll find out if that comes back to haunt Pahokee later.
One point could certainly be the difference in this game, but not if the Seminole Ridge offense can't finally piece some scores together. And we have been talking about how the Hawks have been holding Arnold down to start the third quarter. But as we said earlier, probably not going to last for long because of how electric of a player he is. And as you see there, the Hawks blitzed hard, and Arnold just ran right around them.
I'm sure the quick and unexpected call-in of the defense maybe lost their focus a bit. I mean, they just had to deal with 4 downs, and just throwing right back in there unexpectedly might have ruined their focus there.
And now that kickoff fielded by Donovan Mays. He had the big return earlier, shaking his way through defenders.
Donovan Mays with some generous yardage for Seminole Ridge, giving them a great start at about the 40-yard line.
Seminole Ridge will take over there, first and 10.
The Hawks on 1st and 10 with just 59 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Trying to make something happen. Liam Ishizaki back out there despite the shoulder injury, shedding a defender, fighting hard and pushing his way forward for a first down. Ishizaki showing real determination to overcome that shoulder injury and continue to just bulldoze defenders. Hawks, of course, moving quick, with the 4 wide receiver set of Malarchik, Howard, Lamar, and Adavo. And now a handoff to Ishizaki, and it comes loose. Picked up by Embry, running with a full head of steam towards the end zone. And they will not be able to bring him down. Disastrous for the Hawks.
Even with the head start on him, the Hawks could just not catch him or manage to get him down. Pahokee 33, Hawks 7.
That's CJ Embry again. As we mentioned earlier, second on the team in tackles coming into this game. He's now recorded several tackles in this one, including a strip sack and a fumble recovery. However, it looks like he is currently down in the end zone, getting his leg stretched out. Could have injured himself there on the run back. That would be a huge loss for the Pahokee defense and their offensive line if he were to have to go out with injury. But he has been having an amazing game here tonight.
Hey, Pahokee fans, how about a nice hand for your band. You all sounding amazing over there. Nice job.
And with just 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the grandstands are clearing out a bit. Hawks fans very demoralized after how quickly things have gone south here in the third quarter.
A couple of small moments keeping the Hawks from being in this game to having quite the gap.
So we'll see if maybe the Blue Devils will go for two just to make up for the missed extra point, excuse me. Even though at this point, probably wouldn't matter too much. And the kicker is out there. So it looks like they will just go for the PAT. And it's a fake kick attempt as the holder, Zachary Mitchell, tried to keep it himself. And he does not make it into the end zone. So the two-point conversion attempt is no good. And the score will stay 33-7.
Given the current scoreline, quite unsubstantial of a miss for the Blue Devils, but anything could happen in the game of football.
And as much as you might want to blame the Hawks defense, it's hard to stay strong against such a good offense such as Pahokee. When your own offense is having trouble keeping the ball, it's unfortunate that the Hawks have shown promise on more than a few drives. It seems like they keep getting ruined by just a singular play that completely derails the offense.
Some good pushes by the Hawks, but at the end of the day, there's one score that matters.
And now a squib kick from Pahokee, wrapped up nicely by the Hawks return team. Lowering the shoulder and pushing his way to about the 50-yard line. So again, some good starting field position for the Hawks. We'll see if they can pull something together here, maybe build on some positives to bring into the game on Monday. The Hawks have a bit of a crammed schedule, of course, with the game tonight. They're playing Monday, the game that was meant to be played last Friday against Spanish River, but got rained out. And then this Friday, another game against the powerhouse that is West Boca. So we'll see what they'll do here. Argue, throwing quickly to the left. Trying to get a quick pass to his man, Deuce Howard, but just a little too high for him. Had to jump for it off his fingertips and incomplete. We've seen a couple of dropped passes tonight, couple fumbles, muffed punts, muffed snaps. And it is largely due to the fact that the ground is still soaking wet here. Obviously that pigskin is a little slippery than these players are used to. Could be affecting their ability to hold on to it. Now a clean handoff to Ishizaki up the middle. He is so difficult to bring down with a full head of steam, charging his way almost to the Pahokee 40-yard line. That'll bring up a third and short.
Bring up 3rd and 3. But that will take us to the end of the
Ishizaki again proven to be a player, a standout player in this game. No matter the injury, just again putting in these great shifts in the running back position. That brings the third quarter to an end. A third quarter for the Blue Devils to be proud of, and one the Hawks might want to forget.
The cheerleaders still doing their best to keep these Hawks fans in it. And while we wait for them to set up for the fourth quarter, we'll throw out another trivia question really quick. What were the Kansas City Chiefs once known as? What was their original name before becoming the Kansas City Chiefs? So we'll let you think about that as we start the fourth quarter here. And now they'll start with a handoff to Ishizaki. Charging forward for the first down.
Near the 36-yard line. It's going to be good for Seminole Ridge. First down.
And Seminole Ridge will have this ball at the 36-yard line.
Another handoff to Ishizaki. Not much room to work there. Pickup of about 1. 2nd and 9 now for the Hawks.
I feel warm. It's not rain, but I feel precipitation. Yeah. Just be warm.
Rashid Lamar in motion. Handoff up the middle to Ishizaki. Brought down quickly by number 19, Devara Everett.
Brought down right around the 29-yard line.
Hawks trying to move quick here.
And a play to bring up 3rd and 3.
A 3rd and 3 for the Hawks. Hawks with trip left with Howard, Lamar, and Adebo. And it's another run play for Ishizaki. But he is swallowed up there.
Nice defensive play.
Pahokee saw that coming and prevents the first down conversion for the Hawks, leaving them at 4th.
Bring up 4th and 4.
4th and 4, and of course the Hawks will try to go for it here. Really nothing to lose at this stage in the game. Same formation as before, trips left. Now a low snap, but Argue handles it, trying to throw one deep on the right side. Some one-on-one coverage there, just trying to make anything happen.
And it's enough pressure to lead to an incompletion and a turnover of the ball.
Trying to look the way of Isaac Carrera, his first target tonight. Threw the ball to him a couple times in their first game, could not connect then. So Argue and Carrera still looking to establish that connection here. Now Pahokee will start with the ball deep in their own territory.
Ball spotted right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And another fumbled snap.
Trouble with the exchange. Looks like they were able to get back on top of it. Going to be lost about 5 on the play. 2nd and 15.
It was recovered by Pahokee. Second time they've had a muff snap that they were able to recover.
Huge loss of yardage for Pahokee, though, leaving them on their own 25-yard line.
Second and long now for the Blue Devils. Quarterback looking to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to take it himself. Stiffs arms the defender and keeps running.
Xavier Mitchell with the quarterback keeper, but there is a flag in the backfield.
A lot of quarterbacks you might expect to slide or just run out of bounds,
Looks like that is going to go in
but
the
not
hole against
Xavier
the Blue
Mitchell.
Devils.
He
They're
will
gonna bring
fight
down
for
the
those
back.
extra yards, putting one defender in the ground there. But it looks like Pahokee does get called for another holding penalty. And that will erase the big rushing play for them.
Pahokee now set at their own 15-yard line with a lot of distance to make up.
Still 2nd and 20. Quarterback, quick pass to the right side. That's Foreman, tries to cut back inside. Not much room there, but another penalty flag has been thrown.
Looks like that will go as another hold against the Blue Devils.
Holding call against Pahokee. Looks like Coach Locker is trying to decline it. And they will let them decline that one.
We'll go ahead and decline that penalty.
That'll bring up the 3rd and very long.
Very animated on the sideline by the assistant coach.
Bring up 2nd down.
Locker has gotten more animated as this game has gone on. Very understandable. Frustration building for these Hawks. And now on 3rd and very long, they'll hand it to their guy, Arnold. Not able to make magic happen there on that play.
5-yard line is coming up 4th down. And about 15 for Pahokee.
The Hawks defense holds strong once again, bringing up a 4th down for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils blocked 2 kicks by the Hawks to see if maybe the Hawks could return the favor and block a punt here. Number 42, Michael Romanski, almost got a hand on that kick,
And we do got a
but the punter was able to get away. A flag in the backfield. Looks like they're going to call the Hawks for running into the kicker. As we mentioned, Romanski was charging hard into that backfield. May have made a little too much contact with the punter.
And you can feel that Seminole Ridge's frustration has only grown larger as Pahokee are 1st and 10.
And this is what we've been talking about. The Seminole Ridge defense has not looked bad at all. Getting another quick stop on the defense there, but then detrimental penalties, singular plays, completely crushing the Hawks. Like that, roughing the kicker there, giving the Blue Devils a whole new set of downs. We'll see if the Hawks can hold strong again as the Blue Devils hand it off to Arnold. Wrapped up by several defenders there, including Gio Quintas and Chris Shake Nixon. About a 2nd and 4 now for the Blue Devils. Mitchell hands off to the running back once again, spinning his way for some extra yardage, and that will get him past the 1st down marker.
And that Mitchell handoff to Arnold has proven to be a very reliable play for them. Pahokee getting so much yardage this game off of that.
And we will have the official timeout on the field for the water break.
A timeout has been called. The teams will talk over some strategy. Now, the answer to our trivia question from a little bit earlier. The question was, what were the Kansas City Chiefs once known as? The answer is the Dallas Texans. Used to be called the Dallas Texans. And we'll throw another one at you. So in a couple minutes, we'll give you the answer to this one. The question is, what has been the most common Super Bowl matchup? So which two teams have met each other the most amount of times in the Super Bowl? Think about which two teams have been in the Super Bowl the most against each other. Now Mitchell fakes the handoff to Arnold under heavy pressure, and he is brought down for the sack by Christopher Shake Nixon, the senior defensive end. Great play by him to wrap around and tackle the quarterback from behind.
And we got timeout on the field. Pahokee.
And a timeout is called.
Now the Blue Devils will charge up the middle.
Blue Devils will carry up the middle, taking it across.
Plenty of yardage for the first down there by Arnold.
Absolutely covered by Seminole Ridge defenders, and yet he keeps pushing. Something he's shown a lot this game.
We've seen a couple plays where Arnold has been completely untouched for 5 or 10 yards before they finally bring him down. But we've also seen plenty of plays where the Hawks get to him right away, and it doesn't seem to make a difference. Arnold just running through whoever he needs to. Now a direct snap to Arnold, running up the left side, shoves a man out of his way, and he is breaking free. Chased down by Edwin Presna, but he will not get there. The direct snap to Arnold catches Seminole Ridge a little off guard, but he's just too electric. The Hawks could not catch up to him. And he goes in for another touchdown, bringing the score up to 39-7. PAT by Roman is good. So now Pahokee has matched the total number of points that they scored last week with a 40-point game.
Arnold continues to have an impressive showing and really shuts any doubts of who the MVP of this match really is.
Pahokee won 40-7 last week. The exact same score so far here tonight. Pahokee will have a much tougher matchup next week against Cardinal Newman, a very, very strong football team that they will have to go against. As Rasheed Lamar fields the kick, making a couple defenders miss. Solid return up the right side.
Leaving Seminole Ridge just behind the 40-yard line.
Put a nice return, taking it out near the 35-yard line. Seminole Ridge will start there, 1st and 10.
So the Hawks will start about their own 35-yard line. Looks like Liam Ishizaki is not in the game again. Likely wanting to let him just rest as this game is already out of reach. And some clear defensive pass interference there on Adebo. That should be a first down for the Hawks.
That will go as pass interference against Pahokee.
I didn't realize that they had 2 different types of pizza, so I got you pepperoni and you gave me cookies. That's where my food is.
That'll move the ball right out to midfield. Hawks will have it there, 1st and 10.
First and 10 for the Hawks following the pass interference call. Argue throwing one well short of Rasheed Lamar, who was running down the field.
Then we have 2nd and 10.
Defender tried to make a diving interception, but it falls to the ground.
Quite hard to tell who that pass exactly was for. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks.
At some point, you may wonder if the Hawks would give their backup quarterback, Mason Critchlow, a chance to throw here. With just 5 minutes remaining in the game, well out of reach. Maybe seeing what the second unit offense could do. Mostly with the priority of not having any more starters get hurt like Liam Ishizaki.
And a good run by Carter Smith, getting the Hawks some yardage. 3rd down.
If the Hawks would like some positive takeaways from tonight, the backup running back Carter Smith certainly done a good performance tonight. Stepping in unexpectedly, handling a lot of carries tonight. And he's done quite a good job as Kalen Argue tries to heave one downfield there. Falls incomplete.
The running back position for Seminole Ridge has shown to be one of its strongest points from the performances of Carter and Ishizaki tonight.
Do you want me to zoom out every time you do it, or just keep it, like, follow it under? Sorry, what'd you say?
Argue looking to pass. And he finds the quarterback turned wide receiver Mason Critchlow on the slant.
Argues pass complete.
Like that? Do you want me to zoom
Taking it down to the 31-yard line. That's going to be good for a Hawk first
That'll
down.
get the Hawks a first down and bring them down to the 31-yard line
I'll just follow under it then, whenever we...
as the first catch for the new receiver, Mason Critchlow. Now Argue looking to pass again under heavy pressure, trying to make his way forward, and he's hit hard. The ball does pop out, but it looks like his lineman was able to fall on it.
But there is a flag on the play. Looks like that is going to go as a holding call against Seminole Ridge.
And a holding call against Seminole Ridge will bring them back a few yards.
going to move the ball back near the 40-yard line. Check that, 44-yard line. Check that, 40-yard line.
Where's the fucking ball going?
Coming up first at about 19.
So the Hawks will have first and 19. First and 15, excuse me. Now a handoff to Carter Smith. Short pickup there.
Couple yard gain, gonna bring up second down.
2nd and 10. Seminole Ridge at the 40-yard line.
Argue taking the snap and a less than clean handoff to Carter Smith there.
Hawks another carry up the middle. Looks like no gain on the play.
Brought down after no gain on that play.
Bring up 3rd and 18.
3rd down with not much to show from this drive.
See what the Hawks do here on 3rd and long. Argue looking to pass. Heavy pressure, still alive in the pocket, heaving one downfield. And unable to complete the pass. Looks like he was looking for Carrera again. Still unable to make a completion to that receiver. Fourth and very long coming up for the Hawks.
Seminole Ridge now left with a decision to make on this 4th down.
How did that work?
And very unexpectedly, Kalen Argue flips one to his running back, Carter Smith. And he is able to wrap around the defense and run up that left side for his Seminole Ridge touchdown.
And the Hawks managed to decrease the score deficit just a bit before the 2-minute warning.
There is a penalty flag down on the field.
Move over on downs to Pahokee.
And the Hawks cannot do it again, as they will have a turnover on downs and give the ball back to the Blue Devils with less than 2 minutes remaining here in this game. Very unfortunate for the Hawks. Had a chance to leave this game with something positive. A 30-yard touchdown to the backup running back. Something to carry into next week, but the holding call erases that, and now it's still 40-7.
And you got to feel for Carter Smith, you know. Put in a great shift out there. Would have been nice to come out with a touchdown, being second choice and all. He really put out a good performance tonight, and it would have really added to it for him.
And now the Hawks have taken out their starters on defense. The second unit, most of the second unit defense is in the game. And it looks like number 24, Trey Quinn, might have encroached there.
The guy is going to go procedure call against Pahokee. They're going to back him up to 5.
Looks like they'll call that a false start against Pahokee. Now they have Pahokee also has their backup quarterback taking the snap there. Working his way left side, very shifty. Working his way over to the first down marker.
Did well, but there was a flag thrown back into the line of scrimmage.
And of course, we've talked about how the Hawks have been getting pummeled by some costly penalties. But of course, we can't forget that the Blue Devils have had several big running plays get wiped off the board by penalties. So both teams with some self-inflicted mistakes costing them yardage. Now the backup running back, Mari Singleton, taking the handoff there. Charging his way forward for a couple yards before he's brought down.
Second and 10 for Pahokee.
That clock running down to a minute now. And Pahokee will hand it off again. Singleton with some solid running room on that right side, getting it past the 40-yard line for Pahokee first. But, of course, they are not necessarily looking to score a touchdown here, just trying to run out the clock.
And he was brought down by number 15, Michael Garcia.
Number 51, Vincent Popple, has checked in at defensive tackle for the Hawks. And now the quarterback looking to throw, batted down.
Gio Quintas with the block, leading to an incompletion.
Can we get a point for every second on the clock?
Oh, that's right.
Or you could say it's
on the field.
67. Where? Oh, I see. Yo, if we got a point for every second on the clock, we would still lose. Yeah, we would.
By 400.
Now Lawrence taking his snap, fumbles it.
Interception.
He's one to the left side.
Oh my God, you almost just got head
And
You are lucky.
almost hauled in by Johan Grantley.
Blue Devils
Southpaw quarterback looking to make something happen there.
The incompletion there leaves us at 3rd and 10.
That's all I know. Dude lost his helmet.
Seminole Ridge looking very restless on the sidelines, likely knowing that this could have been a much closer game than it was. The defense held strong for a large portion of this game before a penalty or a muffed punt or something of that nature would make it all for nothing. And the offense knows they had some opportunities that they let slip away.
Looks like that will be the last play of the game.
And that will bring us to the end of this game. A decisive victory for the Pahokee Blue Devils.
Their fans and all the Pahokee fans are making a trip out here to Waxahachie and wish you all a safe trip home.
Well, that's it for tonight's varsity football matchup between the Seminole Ridge Hawks and the Pahokee Blue Devils. Final score is 42-7 in favor of the Blue Devils. On behalf of Seminole Ridge High School, Athletic Director Cliff Gailey and Principal Robert Hatcher, thank you for watching. Tonight's broadcast is produced by the Seminole Ridge High School Television Production Academy and its students. Once again, I am Mason Contessa.
And I'm Nick Ruddick.
Thank you for joining us, and good night from Westlake, Florida.